I didn't think Tuck Everlasting would be a film for me, but I was going to watch it anyway because it's a Disney film, and I really enjoyed this. It's definitely one of those films where if I didn't have a reason, i.e., it being Disney, I probably never would have watched it, and I'm really glad that I did. This was released in 2002. It's directed by Jay Russell, it's written by Jeffrey Lieber and James V. Hart. It's based on the novel by Natalie Babbitt, and we have a cast including Alexis Bledel as Winnie and Jonathan Jackson as Jesse. We also have William Hurt, Sissy Spacek. Really great cast, great performances, an interesting narrative. As I said when I read it, or I read the brief description on, I think IMDb, I kind of thought, okay, I don't think this is going to be for me, but I'll give it a go, and I rather liked it. This is set in the early 1900s, and it's about a teenager called Winnie who meets another teenager, in theory, called Jesse. But she learns that actually Jesse is immortal. And not only is he immortal, but his family is immortal. And I don't want to say how that came about or how they became immortal. It's actually quite fascinating, actually. I don't want to give away too much. And she spends time with him. It's clear that she's developing romantic feelings for him. And she could potentially become immortal too and live their lives together forever, but is that the right thing to do? Will she do that? Will the family's secret be released? There are a lot of things at stake here, and I don't want to go into really any more detail than that. I think it's a really fascinating concept, and while I haven't read the novel and can't really comment on how it compares, I did just by accident come across a comparison between the film and the book, and there are some differences. Now, that could be a good thing for a slightly different experience, or if you're a fan of the book, that could be really annoying. So that's worth bearing in mind. If you've read the book and loved it, I guess I'd say check this out as well, but it does seem like there are some differences, and that could be a problem, but maybe not necessarily. But I do recommend it. I think the characters are very well written. Winnie and Jesse are very likeable protagonists. The story is certainly fascinating, and it didn't appeal to me on paper, but the execution is really great. Visually gorgeous, the costumes look great. I don't know if they're 100% accurate to the time period, but certainly they look really good. And I have no complaints. For me, it really delivered. If it really sounds like your kind of film, then you might have higher expectations than me. You might be looking for something very specific, and I'd love to know if that's the case. Did it meet those expectations? I went in, honestly, with no expectations because I didn't think it would appeal to me, and I came away from it feeling really, really satisfied. So I'm happy to say that I thought Tuck Everlasting was a brilliant film, a really great experience, and if it sounds like it appeals to you, or maybe even not, if you're curious and want to check it out, then obviously I'm very happy to recommend it.